today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
First down, Bridgewater. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 57 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you can get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
3, Bears nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Bears take over 1st and 10.
So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 19 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Hastings. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Screen play, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
46-yard line.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Operating from the gun, Hastings over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did, because to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Hastings. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
19-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Hastings. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead.
For the point after.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Bridgewater on 1st down. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, Bridgewater. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessful.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Lions.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Running from the gun, Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Hastings got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well, as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down, Lions.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
It's caught. Shepard. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Open man is Galladay, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, the 40, 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw is Bridgewater. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. To throw, Bridgewater. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
1-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, and what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Set to kick off.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. And they start the second half with Johnson. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Hastings. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25 yards.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Johnson. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Bridgewater to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 34. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Ready to return. Here's Hilliard. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, Hastings toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 43-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, it's Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on second down, Hastings. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 16 yards, a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Hastings, and finding the tight end Wilson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal. That's the end.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To Johnson again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd and 5. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
He gets it left side to Johnson, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bridgewater again. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front.
The kicker.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Out to the right here to Shepard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
18 on the play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First down.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he's going to go down again. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He's going to let it fly. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.